With breakfast, the simpler the dish, the more likely we are to stick to eating it every day. And that's why in this video, I'm sharing with you instant breakfast ideas so that both you and me can stick to eating a good breakfast every single day. Hi everyone and welcome to Sugar Spice Nice. My name is Shweta and in this video I'm sharing with you instant breakfast ideas. These breakfast recipes really work well for me when I want to put together a meal quickly and a meal that's also healthy and yummy. So let's head straight to my kitchen and let me share the first breakfast recipe with you. Come on. First, we have a vegetarian omelette, or more commonly known as chilla. It's simple, doesn't need too many ingredients. I use some chopped tomatoes, some chopped onions, coriander and green chilies, and grated ginger. Then I'm adding some gram flour or besan and water and stirring it well, ensuring that no lumps are there. Then adding salt, red chili powder and black pepper and stirring it again. Now I realize that the more I whisk, the better the texture, so try and do that when you make it. Then in a pan I'm heating some butter and spreading this, and I'm also adding some crumbled paneer to it. This makes it even more protein rich. Then cover and let it cook, and after a while just add a little bit of oil on the sides, and once the edges start coming off like this, it's ready to be flipped. Then I let it sit on the flame for a couple of minutes because I don't want the paneer to get burnt. And then this is ready to be served. Instead of paneer, you can also add cheese in this. It tastes yummy, or you can even have it plain like this. And you can see the chilla has come out so nice and spongy and fluffy almost. Not like an omelette, but pretty much better than a chilla that I normally make. I've realized that whisking the besan batter before actually putting it on the pan makes it so much more fluffy and it almost feels like an omelette. It's great on its own, but you can even put it in between a slice of bread if you want something a little bit more heavier, a little bit more filling. In this, you can actually even put like other veggies. So if you have leftover cabbage, spinach, French beans, peas, you can just put all of those in. Next is this yummy cocoa banana smoothie. Banana has so many nutritional benefits, but I like to add some extra protein in my shakes and smoothies. So today I'm using this soy protein from As It Is Nutrition, and I like this because it's A, plant-based protein, B, it's free from preservatives, and the best part is that it doesn't have any flavor. You know, sometimes protein mixes have like a peculiar taste and I really don't like that, so I love it that this doesn't have any. And actually that way, apart from smoothies, I even plan to use it in my flour for making rotis. I even read online that you can add it in your dosa or idli batter. It's so cool. So in this smoothie, I'm first taking some frozen bananas and putting them in a blender, and frozen always gives a better texture, so whenever possible try and do that. And then I'm adding some cocoa powder and just about a spoon of protein powder, and I'm making this for 2. And finally goes the milk and then blend. Best part about using banana is that you literally don't need to add any sugar, and in case you still find it a little less sweet, then you can add dates as well. Even they feel really amazing in this smoothie. I'm gonna leave a link for the As It Is soy protein powder in the description bar below, so make sure you check that. And they actually even have other protein variants, and I also have their brown rice one, which I'm going to be trying out really soon. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on that as well. This choco banana protein smoothie really sorts me out. Whenever I get a fresh batch of bananas, I just take 1 or 2 and chop them and put them away in the freezer so that I have my batch of frozen bananas ready whenever I want to have this. And sometimes I also end up having this towards the evening when I'm like getting hungry, but there's still time for dinner. And this really happens on days when I've eaten a light lunch. It's healthy and yummy, and it's actually really filling thanks to the protein powder. This is yum. There's no sugar in this. I think that's the beauty of banana. You actually don't need sugar with it. 1 tall glass of this in the morning and I am sorted. Next is one of my most favorite breakfast options, suji toast. So for that, I take some semolina or rava or suji and curd in equal parts, and then I add some chopped tomatoes, chopped onion, coriander, chilies, salt and pepper and mix it up. And I don't add any water while mixing this. I keep it like this, kind of thick and creamy. Then I take a slice of bread and butter it up and toast it on one side, and then I flip it and let it toast on the other side. And while that happens, I add the suji paste that we made, and after a few minutes it kind of sets on the slice, and then I flip it over, and then it just sticks to the bread and doesn't budge. So you can see now the suji paste has formed such a nice crispy layer, and this actually tastes so good. And this is it. Breakfast is ready. I enjoy this a lot with ketchup. I think suji or rava is one ingredient that you should have in your kitchen. I mean, it's so versatile and it's just so easy to work with, and you can make so many different things with it. Rava idli, dhokla, dosa, chilla, and of course this is suji toast. I love suji toast, by the way. Let me know if you guys also love suji toast in the comments below. This is satisfying on so many levels. Sometimes if I have like leftover chopped carrots and capsicum and stuff, I even put that in this and it feels really good. Now this exact same suji topping that I made for this toast, you can actually even make a chilla or almost like an uttapam out of it. So just add a little bit of maida and a little bit of water to it and put it on a pan, and that also tastes really yum. Bonus recipe. Next is a big serving of fruits. You guys, this is seriously underrated and it can be actually very satisfying and filling. So just take whatever fruits you have in the house. Today I have bananas, pomegranate and a kiwi. And first I'm just going to slice the banana like this, almost like banana coins, and lay it out beautifully. Today I have elaichi banana. I honestly prefer the regular ones but couldn't find them. What is your favorite fruit? Let me know in the comments below. Then I will slice the kiwi. It's gone a bit mushy, but never mind, we'll work with it. And again, place it beautifully. And finally, pomegranate, which I shelled off camera because that just takes forever. Firstly, just looking at this makes me feel so good, and I can just feel all of that health coming my way. And I'm telling you, that feeling will come to you as well when you get your fruit platter ready. So make sure you're indulging in any kind of fruit at least a couple of times a week. So I do this very often when I just freshly stock up my fruits and I have like a great variety, and I plate it beautifully and I enjoy my fruit platter. Now you may think that this is hardly anything, it's not going to be filling, but actually this does end up filling you quite a bit. It doesn't keep you full for a very long time, but it's still a good healthy meal. I think the fruit that I eat the most is banana. It's something that's available all year round. You get it everywhere very easily. It's not expensive and it's sweet. It's as good as a dessert actually. Next is chili cheese toast, and this breakfast is like a trip down memory lane because I always miss my college days whenever I'm eating this. For this, I'm taking 2 slices of bread first and applying some butter, and then I'm adding some bell peppers. I honestly prefer green capsicum in this, but this is all I have today, so I'm just working with it. And then I'm adding green chilies and chopped onion as well. Add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then add some grated cheese. This is just regular processed cheese, and once that's done, shut it and it's ready to be toasted. And keep it on a low flame so that it becomes nice and crispy on the outside, and then it's ready to be enjoyed. Chili cheese toast is something that I had in my college canteen for the first time, Jai Hind College, and it used to be so yum over there. This is like comfort breakfast. I love it. And honestly, this is the only sandwich where I don't miss green chutney. Okay, wait, no. Along with this, even when I'm having bread butter jam, I don't miss green chutney, but you guys get the point. So when you're out of chutney, and if you happen to have capsicum, try making this. And also, if you don't have capsicum, just make it with onion and tomato. It tastes equally good. Now this breakfast idea is perfect for when you have leftover chapati dough, and I'm telling you, this achari masala parauthi of sorts is so delectable. For the masala, I take some ajwain or carom seeds, some pepper, a little bit of rock salt and amchur, and mix this and keep it aside. Then I take the dough and begin to roll it. We're going to be making this like a paratha. So once it's rolled a little bit, I add some ghee and then the masala in it. And then shut it like this in a triangle or however you make your paratha and roll it out. And keep it a little bit thicker. Now this goes on the tawa, and I don't add too much ghee to this while it's on the tawa, just a little bit towards the end, and this is ready. I like to enjoy this with pickle. So I take some pickle. This is raw mango pickle that I made recently, and I just take one chunky piece of the mango and the pickle masala and place it on the paratha while it's hot, and that way I just feel the pickle flavor seeps in so much more and it tastes so much better. You guys also try it out this way and let me know if you enjoyed your paratha a little bit more than regular times. I'm going to be honest with you, breakfast is one habit that I fall very easily in and out of, which means that I love eating breakfast, and on days when I eat breakfast regularly, I literally see my body feel so good. But over a period of time, I get lazy and I, just get out of the habit for whatever reason. But the more easier options I have for breakfast, I see that I stick to them more regularly. So let me know if you face the same issue with breakfast, and hopefully with these recipes, both you and I can have a good breakfast every single day. These ideas actually work really well for an evening snack as well. But if you're looking for more breakfast recipes, then I'm going to leave a link of my previous breakfast video in the description bar below. It has 7 different breakfast ideas for every day of the week. So make sure you check that out. And that is really it from me in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. And also share this video with all of your friends who are looking for inspiration for meals and who just enjoy good, yummy, healthy homemade meals. And that is really it from me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.